All right, it's the next day, December 1st, I think. Oh my God. Seems like this year just frickin' started. Yeah, it is. It's Sunday, December 1st. Man. Uh, I cut, or not cut, I split and stacked so much firewood yesterday. My buddy let me use his log splitter. I already started recording this vlog, and then it stopped because it was like, you're out of storage. And I'm trying to do it all in like one shot because when that happens, I can't just like make some space and continue where I left off, because if you upload with your phone, it doesn't let you put two clips together. I got to put it to my computer, put the two clips together, and then upload it. And I don't want to do that. I appreciate everyone watching the vlog yesterday and giving me their 2 cents on what I should do with the previous employer. And that's kind of why I want to do the vlogs this way. First of all, I thought no one was watching them. My friend convinced me to do that. I used to do the vlogs, like I had an intro and all this other stuff and do all these edits and stuff, but it just takes way too long. And my buddy was like, just do them like this and you'll be golden. And I didn't believe him, but I didn't really have any other. I was like, well, he's like, do you have a marketing plan of how you're going to bring Punk Cover Moose back? And I was like, nope, not really. So I guess I'm going to use yours. So here I am. I slept a ton last night, which is great because the night before I didn't sleep at all. I was up at 3 in the morning because of the bad dream. If you watched the vlog yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. But with lack of sleep and then doing all that hard work yesterday, I probably split and stacked a cord of wood, which is a lot for one guy. I don't know the measurements. I always hear different things, and I say what I was told a cord is. People say, no, that's wrong. I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. But my body hurts today. I'm always like happy when I'm heating the house with firewood because I haven't turned my gas on for over a decade. I've been doing this. This is year 14, winter number 14. I've been heating my house with wood. And I'm like, it's great. I love saving the money. And then there's today after, cutting and splitting a bunch of firewood or whatever, I'm just like, my body hurts. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? But really, you think about it, I spent a day gathering all that wood. I went through about half of it yesterday. So when I finished the other half, I spent 3 days out of my year, like 3 entire days almost out of the year, doing some hard work, and then I can heat my house for a year, which actually all the firewood I have that I split and stuff, I think I have about enough for 2 years. Obviously, it depends on how cold it is. But, yeah, that'll be cool. So to me, it's kind of worth it. It's like a fair trade. I don't know. Obviously, I'm lucky enough to have access to it, but I think it probably just depends on where you live. I mean, here in good old Southwest Pennsylvania, there's a lot of wood available. So, and it's mostly hardwood, which is great for burning. Which, I was always told, like, don't burn pine. But I've found out, just because I was in desperate situations, if it's not sappy, and even when it is, it's really not that much of an issue. I mean, there's people in parts of the U.S., it's like all they have available to them is pine, and they heat their house with wood. And guess what it is? It's pine. I clean my chimney out more. It doesn't burn as long. It doesn't get as hot. But like at the beginning of this year, for instance, I was just, in the fall, right? It's cold in the day or in the morning when you wake up, cold overnight, but it's pretty nice during the day. You wake up, it's like 60 degrees in the house, and I just start a fire with pine. It heats up the house, gets it up to like 65, 70 degrees. And that's perfect because it's like, 60, 65, 70 degrees outside during the day. And then it goes out by itself and it doesn't overheat the house. So it's almost like a waste to use hardwood in that kind of situation. So that worked out great. And it was like, pallets and leftover scraps from the shop and stuff. Ugh. But my my body hurts today. I think I'm going to hang out with my friend. I got to hit him up. I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I have to, I got to close out my budget for November and transfer anything over to December, the December tab for my budget. I use an Excel sheet. And I want to switch internet because I have Comcast right now, Xfinity or whatever the heck it's called. I guess they're not the same anymore. Or never was. I don't know. I don't care. It was, a few years back, it was like $59.99 a month. Then it went up to $89.99. I'm like, well, I guess everything's more expensive, whatever. So I just adjusted the budget, right? Last month we got the bill, and it's $109.99, so $110 a month. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be something cheaper. So I posted on Facebook, and people gave me some pointers and stuff of like, I used to be on top of that, like all the time, like every few months calling around, making sure everything's as cheap as it could be, like with any utility and service that I had. I've been out of that game for a minute. I just kind of like, okay, this is what it is now. So I gotta make an extra $5 or whatever. Or, honestly, you start putting in the work and all that. It just kind of comes. Or however you want to say it. But $110 a month for internet, dude, that's crazy. And I was right, because we have nothing extra. We have the lowest tier internet. We have no add-ons, no cable, no phone, like landline phone. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I think I'm going to switch that today. Other than that, really not much to talk about, I don't think. I slept great. Went to bed around 11:30. And from being up 3 a.m. the night before, did I say this already? And doing all that hard work yesterday. I guess that just put me right to sleep. I woke up around 6:30, looked at my phone. I was like, oh, wow, nice. I slept through the entire night, didn't wake up once. Next thing I know, I was waking back up again, looked at my phone. It was 9. And I was like, whew. I ended up playing on my phone till like now. It's like 10. So, yeah. Slept good. Gonna close out the budget for November. Work on, what was I saying I was working on? Switching internet. Probably hanging out with my friend. The girls were gone for the day yesterday and slept over the in-laws. So I had the house to myself. My friend that let me borrow his log splitter, he also gave me like 5 pounds of ground deer meat. And that's all I ate yesterday. And that's what I'm making right now. I'm just doing like the most guy stuff. It's awesome. And I have sweet tea. And it's probably still cold because it's 57 in the house right now. The fire sort of died down. It's like it normally is when you guys see me in the morning on my short form vlogs and I'm getting the fire going. There's coals, and I use the coals to get the fire started. It's like that right now, but it's like, it's 25 outside and my windows suck and the house is not insulated. So, yeah. That's all I got for today. No rambling. Well, not a bunch of rambling, I guess. So, thanks for your support. I appreciate that you guys watch these. That's cool that I got all that feedback yesterday about my previous employer. I really appreciate that. So, appreciate that. Appreciate all the support with the music. All that stuff. So, which I decided I'm just gonna, whatever. If someone from the past job brings it up, like, oh, the owner, the manager, whoever, they're still confused why you quit. And like, I don't want to hear about it, man. Because like, as much as I just don't want to ruffle any more feathers, only because I'm focused on my own stuff right now. I was focused, wasn't even thinking about that stuff until they brought it up. You know what I mean? So, if they want to keep thinking about it, that's cool. I don't. I'm over here running towards the end zone. They're still I don't know, worrying about the fumble back there from 7 plays ago. So that made no sense. See you guys later.